I'm searching for a game, I was just thinking like I've noticed recently it's been a lot of controversy about the idea of supply drops. And to be honest with you, I can understand why. A lot of people feel like they get cheated because they buy a game and well, first of all, we're not going to join the already started game, but a lot of times people feel like it's a lot of controversy because they buy a game and instead of getting all the content with them as soon as possible, they get the content in like mini microtransaction type situations. Now, personally, do I believe that COD points are a good thing? No, I don't think they're a good thing at all. Why am I constantly finding late games? But I feel like COD points, not COD points, but supply drops aren't a good thing at all. But they have, how can I put it? They have a chance to be better. And my one problem with the whole supply drop situation is that a lot of times it kind of put people at a disadvantage. Now, in this game, I don't see it as that bad because I mean, in Black Ops 3 and Advanced Warfare, you could open up all the supply drops you want and never get a weapon that you want. You will always get like a shit ton of camos and specialist taunts and melee weapons. I'm glad this game isn't overly saturated with melee weapons. To be honest with you, that was part of the reasons that I kind of was starting to not have fun with Black Ops 3. I mean, it was a fun game all in all, but you can't lie, it gets kind of irritating dying to somebody who's only running around with, butterfly knife, brass knuckles, a sword, a bat. The boxing gloves is what really threw me off. We all can't work together as a community to play this game, but we can all work together to get to basically earn the most irritating melee weapon in Black Ops 3. I remember I put a whole clip into somebody one time, and they literally just hit me one time. It frustrated me, but let's get back to the main topic. Supply drops. Obviously, they're here to stay, and stay. I mean, obviously they're here to stay, and we really can't do much about it. But personally, here's what I feel. I feel that at the end of the day, we can easily get around this thing if we just all work together. Now, as I said, supply drops, they can be looked at as a bad thing and a good thing. I mean, they give you extra content that you didn't originally have in the game, but at the same time, shouldn't you have got all the content with the game in the first place? My only problem with supply drops is like the situations they bring. If you're a guy who plays, say for instance, you play COD not all the time, but you play it occasionally, you hop on this and then you see somebody who's using it, you see somebody with a gun you don't have, you see somebody playing with something that it looks so cool. It's kind of weird to me because a lot of times I don't think people realize that I know you're gonna get some people who go, well, Call of Duty is only a game, and yeah, those people, I applaud those people because they're technically telling the truth. Call of Duty is just a game, but the Call of Duty fan base is really like, what's the word I'm thinking of? They really express how they feel about stuff. If they dislike something, best believe you're gonna know they dislike it. For instance, everybody dislikes this game, and trust me, they've made it known that they dislike it. What the hell is up with this lag? I'm pretty sure I'm not the only person who just saw that, but still, at the end of the day, Call of Duty is always gonna be Call of Duty. It's the game that we all play to have fun. And I remember when I first started at MW3, there was no supply drops, but at the same time, I think the reason why that they made supply drops in the first place, and I'm not defending them at all, but I feel like we're also part of the blame for why they have supply drops. If we would have actually gave Call of Duty Ghost a chance, instead of just hating it immediately because of the way people played it, we would have probably never had supply drops. They made it, quote unquote, to try to give people extra content. I mean, I think that's a load of baloney personally, but I mean, hey, can you really blame people for that? I mean, they tried to be creative because Call of Duty Ghost was a flop to some people. People didn't like the idea of, not clip and all that other stuff. It sucks. Lagging too. But yeah, here's the easy thing to do when you play COD.
Charlie. Losing C.
If you want to make Call of Duty great again, because we clearly know supply drops ain't gonna be here, just keep the supply drop system that we got in this. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It would have been a lot better if they didn't oversaturate the supply drops with all that BS that nobody wants. But at the same time, at least you're always getting a weapon when you open up a supply drop in this game. Meanwhile, it's people who actually play Black Ops 3 and they want the M16, they want the PPSH. Guess what? They can't get that because no matter how much they play, their chances of getting stuff is so low, they're screwed.
UAV on standby. Securing C. Okay, we're retasking UAV. Counter UAV waiting to launch. Securing Charlie. We're losing this fight.
Do I blame COD fans for getting mad?
Securing Charlie.
Bruh, I don't know why it's like I'm lagging super hard in this game, but it's not my connection. But yeah, you know, sometimes we just need to realize that we can change a lot of stuff as we work together as a community. I see way too many people saying stuff like, you know, go kill yourself and do all this other stuff. You know, we got to be a little bit more positive at times. But like I said about supply drops can be easily avoided if you know, we just gotta give things a chance. I'm not saying do something that you hate, but you know, for instance, supply drops wouldn't even be a thing if we didn't show that much hate to Ghost. Infinite Warfare, which is another Infinity War game, I feel like they did supply drops pretty well. I've played a lot of Call of Duty games, and the way supply drops work in this one, they seem a lot better. I always get a weapon. Now, is it always gonna be a weapon I want? No. But guess what? Oh, there we go with that again. But guess what? It's always gonna be fun because, you know, while you're not guaranteed a weapon that you always want. Where's this dude at? Oh my goodness. You know, that's the one thing that Call of Duty needs to do. From this, like, they need to start making games where having a gun that's overpowered isn't a thing, or having a gun that's overused isn't a thing. They need to make a game where every gun is overused. Because in this game, the main gun that you see overused is the easiest gun, the noob gun, as some people call it, the MV4. Do I agree with them? In the slightest, yes, I actually do agree. The MV4, to be honest, is like the easiest gun to get nukes with. The easiest gun to go for a lot of stuff. Like, it's my most used gun because when I first got the game and was trying to go for nukes, all I did was play with it. Maybe I shouldn't have played Dom.
Securing Charlie. C secure. UAV on standby.
I'm always gonna be a Call of Duty fan. I've been a fan of Call of Duty since MW3. Everybody knows that. And to be honest with you, I'm glad that Call of Duty is gonna go back to its roots. Because then, when Call of Duty goes back to its roots, what is people gonna have to complain about then? But we all know people can always find a way to complain about something. I can't wait to see the people complaining about the game being slow paced. Because that's all it's going to get. That's all it's going to get complained about. A lot of people complain about people having scuffed controllers and all of that. I see no reason to complain about that at all. At first, I used to get mad when I played Black Ops 3 because it was noticeable. It was definitely noticeable. The difference that somebody would play if they had a regular controller or a scuff. I hear this guy coming. Why is none of my bullets registering? What the like none of my bullets registered at all right there. Something is up with this lobby. But I'm not going to even complain about it. But at the end of the day, like I said, it is what it is. I'm trying to win, but you know, you clearly can't win like this. Wow, nobody's around this corner.
We're losing this fight.
Come on,
Securing
dude.
Bravo.
Thank you, teammate.
We'll need it at Charlie. Get the
They need to fix the matchmaking though. I am tired of every game being like this. I either gotta carry my team extreme. Look at that, look at that.
enemy UAV.
So let's just take a chance to look at my teammates I got right now, right? People complain about supply drops in Call of Duty, and people complain about matchmaking. You know, it's always something to complain about in Call of Duty because, to be honest, at times the thing to do is hate COD. We just at times we gotta grow as a community. I hope I see more people when the new COD comes out. I hope I don't see these same, you know, these same folks that I'm constantly playing again. The people, because you know, it's people like me who are very enthusiastic about the game, and then there's also people who, you know, like I said, they love to hate. But guess what? Call of Duty is gonna, that's the great thing about Call of Duty. You bring two different types of fan bases together and you have one fan base. Like, yeah, I clearly came into a late game and I lost, but guess what? I'm not angry because, you know, I was still having fun regardless. But at the end of the day, we're gonna always see how supply drops is gonna always be in every COD. All we gotta do is try to make the best out of it. Personally, I feel like Infinite Warfare has the best supply drop system, but to be honest, I'd like it better if there were no supply drops at all. Call of Duty is a fun game. Call of Duty is like any game. You have more fun when you're doing well. But I mean, you know, sometimes you just gotta deal with it. We're not always gonna be great, but at the same time, nobody ever wants to come into a game where they're just getting crapped on. I mean, to be honest with you, when I hear people complain about matchmaking, I see how they come from. You know, I see where they come from. I'm not staying in this lobby. I hate that map. But basically the quotes I'm gonna use to end this video is gonna be this. You know, at times people say that we should focus on the future, right? I say we should really focus on the present, because you can't focus on the future and be a shitty person now. And you probably wonder, what does that have to do with Call of Duty? We're all focused on the future Call of Duties and where Call of Duty gonna go from there. I feel like we should worry about where's Call of Duty gonna go from now, because if a lot of people feel a certain way about Call of Duty now, and I mean a majority of the fan base feels this way, where they really are disappointed with the supply drop system, they don't like the pay to win system, and in some situations it is pay to win. I play Black Ops 3 and I play Modern Warfare Remastered, right? Play both of those games. And to be honest with you, I stopped playing Modern Warfare Remastered 1. I don't like it. It's not fun to me. I like the fast-paced movement, not going from head glitch to head glitch. But I even heard it's been pay to win enough. They added an overpowered shotgun. You know, the Magnum not too much because that's the same as the Deagle. But that XMLAR, I heard that's pay to win. I feel just like this at the end of the day. If we find a way to come at some even point with Activision and with the community, where like they're making their money, but also the community is happy, the games will be way better. And pretty much, I feel like that Call of Duty's never gonna die. We all say it's gonna die every year, and at times it can be on its last leg. But guess what? Every time it's on its last leg, it always continues to fight, and that's the great thing. You expect to play Call of Duty to have a fun time. You don't expect to play Call of Duty to, you know, yeah, you know, I'm coming to Call of Duty because I want to have a you know, really competitive match, or I want to come in Call of Duty because I want to go ahead and talk to some randoms about my problems. No, you come in Call of Duty to do that. You come in Call of Duty to do two things. You come in Call of Duty to talk shit and to basically own noobs. At the end of the day, regardless of who you are and what you do, as long as you play COD, we're all part of the same community. And at the end of the day, supply drops are here to stay. It's obvious. But we can do a lot to make supply drops change. I mean, think about it. Supply drops drastically changed from Black Ops 3 and Advanced Warfare. Hell, I never got the Insanity or the Obsidian Steed. I was playing with ASM1 variants and other BAL variants. And Black Ops 3, I didn't start getting weapons until the week before this game came out. But guess what? Let me show you all the weapons I have in this right now. Now, usually people say these supply drops are bad, and I agree they are. But let me just show all the weapons I have. Now, I know a lot of these, I could have just made a lot of these with salvage. And a couple of these I did. Like, I made the flatline with salvage. And, you know, but a lot of these I got. Look at this. Look at all these weapons I have. I have almost every variant of every gun. And guess what? I got all these through supply drops. Now, yeah, to be honest with you, some I don't use. Because I don't really use shotguns. I used pistols when I wanted to unlock that pistol. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I have a lot more variance. Variance, to be honest with you, I feel like they made the game better. I mean, yes, everybody's constantly running around with this damn gun or this damn gun, but guess what? People are able to do that because they got it out of supply drops. And to be honest with you, unless you playing hardcore, this gun is really no different from this gun. It's pretty. It's all it is it changed the like appearance of it. But at the end, but this is still the same gun. In Advanced Warfare, this gun right here will probably be super overpowered, and this gun right here will pretty much be this gun, but just with the the little camo it got on it. I remember because they did something with that. But look, I just want to let you guys know that I agree with the supply drop situations, because I don't agree that we should have to pay for extra micro DLC. But at the same time, we got to learn. Words can only do so much. Activision is a company, and they're gonna do what they want to do. But if we go in the right direction, maybe we can have more Call of Duty games like this one. As far as the supply drops go, a lot of people might not like it because they see so many people running around with variants they have. I love the salvage system because I can craft any gun I want when I want it. Hell, I even love the fact that I feel like I don't know, you might not earn keys at a steady pace in this game. And I mean, the fact you can earn them in zombies really helps. They need to keep that in every Call of Duty from forward. But what I'm going to say is this. Call of Duty can have a great community again if we tone down the heaviness of the supply drops. You don't have to saturate the game with hella content. I remember they saturated this game with hella calling cards and shit. Yeah, we don't have to do that. You want to make money, this is all you got to do. And this is just my idea. If you watch like a lot of people complain, and they complain because they pay for the season pass and they don't get anything. And Infinite Warfare did something right. They gave us the RVN and they gave us that other thing. The RVN was only if you had the season pass. But guess what? They gave us challenges for the new weapons. They didn't just strictly put them behind a paywall. For future references, if they actually give us challenges to unlock certain guns, then yeah, maybe this game will be a lot more fun. Maybe a lot more people can indulge in playing this game. But until then, the community is going to continue to be split. But like, as I said, and I will always continue to say, I will always be a Call of Duty fanboy. And to be honest, Call of Duty is pretty much the only game I play at this point. I used to play a bunch of games, but Call of Duty always takes me away from that. I remember after Black Ops 3, I was like, I couldn't wait till this game came out. And I mean, here I am. I'm level 55, and dropped several nukes. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. Like, I've had a lot more fun in this game than I did in Black Ops 3. The hit detection is just a tad bit smoother. I don't have to worry about, like, it don't feel clunky when you jump. And I love Black Ops 3. Well, at the end of the day, we can only make change. We only can be able to make change if, we do something right. We need to work as a community. And instead of bringing each other down, we need to bring each other up. I'm Evil Andre.